It's about time, finally. After several long months, Dolphins preseason football is back. It's back, and it's showtime because I do my previews for the Sunday or Monday games every Wednesday, and then if there's a game on a Thursday, which off the top of my head, I'm not sure if there is, I'll do those on Monday or Tuesday. We'll see what happens. I don't even know if there are any Thursday Dolphin games this year. I know they play on Thanksgiving. That's one of them. We'll figure that out when we get there. All right, but right now I'm just excited to talk about a football game that the Miami Dolphins are involved in coming up this Friday at 7 p.m. at Hard-Cock Stadium. And it's the preseason. We're here. We are here. And over the next couple days, the Dolphins are going to have joint practices with the Atlanta Falcons. That's going to be what you're going to want to hear about if you want to hear about how the starters are faring, the Tua, the Waddle, the Tyreek, those guys. I'll probably make videos on those days because I'll keep in tune. And last year, I had one of them absolutely go off. Everyone was calling me an idiot, but for 14,000 views, shit, I'll take being called an idiot for that. So, it was a pretty shitty video. 14,000 views, though, man. That's the best video on this channel. So I'll gladly do that again and have a slew of random people on the YouTube calling me a moron, which, I can't disagree with you. But, it's my channel, so I'll continue to be a moron as long as I want to. And I'm going to continue that today by talking about the preseason game that is coming up between the Dolphins and the Falcons. So as I've already said, don't expect any big names on our side to really be playing. Don't expect Jalen Ramsey. Don't expect Tua. Don't expect Tyreek, Waddle, all those guys. As in the first two seasons under McDaniel, those guys tend to sit the first preseason game. And I don't know if they'll play any preseason this year, but we'll see. We will see. Usually he gives Tua like a series or two, so we'll see about that. But what I do want to see, all right, let's start with the offense. I want to see this offensive line. That is my main concern going into this season, is that offensive line. When the refs have been at training camp, lots of holding penalties. Even when they're not there, that pass blocking, man, it seems like that D-line is going right by him. So, really hoping to see some better blocking. And, in a glorified practice, that's what I want to see. Another thing that's pretty interesting, Skylar Thompson and Mike White, how are they going to progress? Because Mike White and Skylar, not very good in the preseason last year. And we know Tua is a guy that, he might or might not make it through the season. I'm hoping he does again, but, he's played, 4 seasons now? He's made it through one, so we'll see what happens. But I'm interested to see how they perform. And we got 3 locked up wide receiver positions. We got Tyreek, Waddle, Odell locked up. All right, that wide receiver 4 and 5 spot seem to be up for grabs right now. You got Braxton Berrios, who I think is probably going to make the team, but, let's see if someone else could step up and get in there. I think Eric Ezukama is pretty much done. He seems to just not really be able to stay healthy or whatever's going on with him. I hope all the best, but I'm counting him out. We'll see what happens. But what I'm really interested in for this game is going to be on the defensive side, because last year, the thing that was revealed most in the preseason was our interior defensive line depth was terrible. And the teams were running all over us every single preseason game, and it ended up bleeding into the regular season. That interior D-line depth was not there. We lost Christian Wilkins, and we'll have to see what happens. All right, I want to see this D-line be able to hold it down a little bit. That's a concern of mine. And also, the names that I am interested in seeing that I think will play will be Cam Smith. All right, he just came back to practice. I think he'll be out there. Nick Needham, he's coming off of an injury, and he was pretty good for us the past few years, He's been on this team since 2019. So, looking forward to seeing Nick Needham play. Chop Robinson, obviously, getting a lot of hype. I seen the hype over the one play where he was unblocked, by the way. Unblocked. Got to Tua in like a second, not even. So, and Quentin Bell, former Falcon. He's the linebacker. He's been getting a lot of hype. I'd like to see him play. So the defense will be something I'll be watching more closely than the offense. But one way or the other, Friday we get to sit down and watch a Dolphin football game. So that's really what it's all about, right? We get to watch a Dolphins game. I get to jump on the mic afterwards and yap about it. So that's what I'll do. At the end of the day, it is preseason, so it's really limited on what I have to talk about, especially considering it's the first preseason game and there's nothing to really build on. I don't even have any GIFs to use as the background video for this, so it'll probably be some nonsense for the first couple weeks at least, or maybe I'll just keep it nonsense all the way through. I don't know, but that's it. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. If the Dolphins practice is interesting, I'll see you tomorrow. If not, and nothing happens, Friday.